All right, good day, everybody. This is Etienne Marcel Petit, the Sports Inquirer, and welcome to another edition of Fighting Peaches. We are continuing featuring our content from the 2025 Sun Belt football media days from earlier this summer in New Orleans. And today it'll be highlight. This will be highlighting Coastal Carolina football player Shane Bruce as the Chanticleers prepare for the 2025 campaign. As always, to follow everything that we do, head to the mothership to sportsinquirer.net for news and notes in the world of sports. You can also head to our social media platforms on Twitter/X, Instagram, and Facebook. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our audio and video hosts, which include YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, and more. As I mentioned, I was able to attend the Media Day event in New Orleans, and we spoke with senior linebacker Shane Bruce, a graduate, excuse me, he's a graduate student Shane Bruce, as the Chanticleers, as I said, prepare for the 2025 season. Let's get Shane on and enjoy.
Just overall impressions looking back at last season, 6 wins, but did not win the bowl game. Coastal set a pretty strong standard of achieving some great things. But what do you take away from last season and try to carry it over in this year? Maybe just things to get better at and just to grow.
Yeah, I think last year, obviously not what we wanted. Nobody was okay with what happened last year, but I think it was a great learning opportunity. Really opened up our eyes to some of the things that we needed to do as players from a leadership perspective. And I think building accountability within the team from top to bottom, making guys feel the importance of the goals that we're working for. I think that that's something that we were able to learn from last year and take into this year, and I think we've done a great job of implementing it. Uh,
Yeah, and then you personally, your preseason all conference, so a strong campaign last year. What about how did you prepare this year personally? Just getting
Personally,
ready for the year.
yeah, I would say I prepared as a person. I think that I improved this year, and I think in turn that's going to make me a better player. You know, for example, just taking a positive attitude into things that may be challenging. You know, wake up and we got a big team run in front of us. Okay, you know this might suck, but I have no clue what's going to happen. Maybe it'll be great. So that's the mindset that I'm taking into it. I'm trying to take a more positive mindset, and I think in turn that'll make me a better player on the field, be better responding, and keeping a level head. So.
New defensive coordinator in Jeremiah Johnson. How's that transition been like for you personally and just for the unit overall?
It's been great. You know, I think they made it super easy coming in. It was easy to buy into the culture and the things that he was investing in us. And I think that he is getting the best out of everybody that we've brought in this offseason. And so I'm really excited to get camp going with him. And yeah, like I said, I'm fully invested, and I know our guys are fully invested.
Yeah, and what will the team have to do just better overall to get back to winning conference record and putting yourself in position for Eastern Division title and a conference championship?
Yeah, I think we'll have to respond better this year. You know, our receivers coach, Coach TC, told me a story at lunch one day. You know, they're going down on a 2-minute game-winning drive. First down, incomplete pass. Second down, incomplete pass. Third and long, incomplete pass. Fourth and long, nobody batted an eye. Nobody threw their hands up. Fourth down, they got the first down. They drove down and won the game. So I think that's what we got to understand is like one play doesn't define us, and we can respond to a situation instead of react and start pointing fingers and things like that.
Yeah, we're based in Metro Atlanta, and we were just talking off camera about or off air. You went to Central in Carrollton,
Yeah.
and there's a big difference between Central Carrollton and Carrollton, the Trojans. What's that rivalry like, just for our Metro Atlanta listeners? Because it's one of the more intensive rivalries in prep football in the state.
Yeah, and you know, I hate that we don't play each other anymore.
Yeah, regionals, alignments is just really similar to college. You know, the changes and but it enrollments and many other factors. But yeah, when you can't play a team that's in your own neighborhood, that's pretty tough.
Yeah, it's tough, and especially like the talent that those schools are putting out right now. You know, actually, it's funny. Coach King, head coach at Carrollton, recruited me. Came on an in-home visit from Coastal Carolina. He was the tight ends coach at the time.
Oh,
Uh,
Joey King, yeah, yeah.
yeah, so you know that's cool to see. But yeah, I really wish they could play each other again, and maybe that's something to look into.
Need to hit him up. The Georgia, I think he's the highest paid coach in the state of Georgia now.
Yeah, I
So
believe
yeah,
so.
yeah, he got the big raise.
Yeah.
But overall, but no. But what about football in the state of Georgia. Just the prep talent is just incredible. You see the pipeline on the collegiate level and professional level. But as a Georgia uh, prep player, what's that like? Just being part of that experience.
Yeah, I mean, I know just the guys that I played against in high school. You're talking Trevor Lawrence, Brian Branch. These are guys that have been in the league now for a couple years. And you got that kind of talent all over the state, all divisions. I mean, you go all the way down to
Single
1A,
A.
single
Oh
A
yeah, single A
private.
private. Yeah.
I mean, those guys can ball.
Oh,
Like,
they're playing a D1 level. Absolutely.
oh, 100%. Yeah, and that's across the board in Georgia. And I think it's really cool to see all these guys from Georgia getting the credit that they deserve and getting big opportunities and scholarships. And there's guys in my high school right now that are going through the process, and it's really cool to watch.
Yep. All right. We'll end here with Shane Bruce, a graduate linebacker from Carrollton, Georgia, as we've highlighted, and with Coastal Carolina. Favorite stadium that you've been able to play in besides your home in Coastal?
App State for sure. The environment is insane.
Yeah, that's
it's
a fun
awesome.
rivalry. That's a fun rivalry.
Yeah,
You guys
yeah.
compete for a lot of times for top of the division. What's your favorite uniform combination? You got a lot of them.
Yeah, we do have a lot. Last year we went the black helmet, white face mask, white jersey, black pants. That one was nice, but the all teal you can't beat. All teal for sure.
Matches the field if you're home.
Yeah.
For sure. How do you prepare for a game? Just pregame prep? Is there a particular meal, music, or we've gotten a lot of I call family and all that stuff. How do you just get ready for a contest?
Yeah, I go music up until we get in the locker room, and then I like to take it off and just kind of be in the moment. Just obviously we prepare during the week, watch the film and everything like that. But when we're getting ready for the game, I just like to be in the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. And then finally, what's been maybe the best advice you received from a coach or a mentor, or maybe a statement that you really try to not live by, but carry with you as you progress?
Yeah, I actually heard this last year from our linebackers coach, Coach Carroll. He said there's no such thing as bad days, only unprepared days. And so I kind of take that mentality into every day now. How can I prepare to have the best day possible? And if I didn't, what can I do to prepare better the next day? So.
All right. We appreciate the time, and good luck this season.
Awesome. Thank you.
And that was Shane Bruce, starting linebacker for the Chanticleers, graduate for the Chanticleers. We appreciate Shane and the time that he gave us at the Media Day event in New Orleans. As always, to follow everything that we do, head to the mothership, to sportsinquirer.net, premier site for news and notes in the world of sports. You can also go to our social media platforms on Twitter/X, Instagram, and Facebook, and just look us up there. And finally, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our audio and video hosts, which include YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, and many more. Thank you once again for listening and watching this latest edition of the Fighting Peaches. Until next time, good fight, good night, and be safe.